Throw Gang, we are joined by the Must Be at a Megalopolis concert because he's in all whites, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself. He went off and on. James Harris, welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys, which today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com, the number 2 fashion and beauty substack in the fucking world.
Yeah. Before we get into the most in-it reunion of all time, me playing tennis in front of like hundreds of people.
Was it hundreds or
I think
was
so.
it 1,000 people?
I don't know if it was 1,000, but we'll get into it. And what else? Because I forgot to do this. Oh, getting pranked at Brooklyn's hottest bistro. Let's get into, actually, real quick, thank you to everyone that copped shorts last week.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys.
They should be shipping out expeditiously right now, today, Monday. So, yeah, hopefully, a nice little late summer surprise. Dog days of summer, baby.
A listener sent me a photo of him playing tennis in them. And he said that he bought them when they first dropped as a Substack exclusive. And he's like, I haven't taken them off for a month. And he's just fucking hitting.
That's disgusting.
He's hitting the court in those bad boys.
Fire.
Yeah.
I haven't taken mine on the court yet because I don't want to put them through too much distress because I want them to last a lifetime.
Well, and yeah, they're the newest ones. I mean, there's so many older pairs that you could do that with, And we have we made the Federers. We have the white and the green, the Wimbledon logo ones.
Yes, sir.
Those are fire.
So thank you to everyone who copped shorts.
Salute.
All right, Lawrence, let's get into a fit check. You go first.
Okay.
Because you're wearing a fucking...
It's not a deliberate tennis fit.
Yes.
We're going to the US Open after we record.
You showed up in all whites, bro. We're not going to Wimbledon.
It's
day one of the US Open.
Us attending the US Open
my God.
was like a latent thought in my mind. And there's one element of this fit that was very deliberate. And I'll let you guess what that is.
The shoes.
No.
The shoes and the socks.
No.
What?
Should I start top down like a fucking cop?
Sure, whatever you want. There's no wrong answer.
The performance dirty water drinking hat is strictly for the US Open.
Okay, why is that?
Honeydeuces, dude.
Okay. How many honeydeuces do you think you're going to put down?
How many are you legally allowed to have before they cut you off?
Infinity.
Oh, then I'm going to have
They do the thing like
Infinity.
There's Finbro Hardos that will like stack the cups and they walk around with
Wizard staff
with the fucking snakes. And those guys suck. And yeah, you can go do that with them.
No, I'm not going to be. I'll keep one for posterity.
Okay.
I'll talk about my sailor prank, even though is a prank always like a negative thing though?
No, you can prank for good.
Not just evil.
The thing with the US Open that sucks is their beer selection. It's Heineken and Amstel Light.
Well, because those must be the sponsors, right?
Yes. So
Honey Deuce.
Yes, which normally last year they cost like $28.
What?
Here's the thing about Honeydeuce is that the dirty little secret that no one says, Honeydeuces fucking suck. They taste like nothing. They taste like shitty. It just tastes like sugar and like nasty water.
So you get smacked because you don't taste the booze.
Sure. Yeah.
How many Honeydeuces are you gonna have?
0.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not drinking?
I'm there to watch tennis. I'm not there.
No, of course.
And I got early tennis tomorrow.
Are they like ice cold or are they refreshing? So for when you watch in the sun, you can.
This is crazy that this is your first US Open. I'm so happy that you caught tennis fever along with the rest of us.
Yeah. Should we talk about that a little bit, or should we
Let's go through the fit first.
So the boat shoes are Paraboot Studio Nicholson. The socks are Hicks Slouch socks. The shorts are Colbo. The pleaser is Hanes. The OCBD is J. Crew. It's a giant fit Oxford. The hat, as I mentioned, is Dirty Water. Rolly's on the wrist. Wedding ring is on the fingy. Wifey is on the pinky. Chrome is on the other hand. The Gucci shades are on the table. Got a peach vibe Celsius. Cool Mint 6 milli.
Oh, you didn't have white sunglasses?
No.
I have some you can borrow if you want.
I know you do. I don't. My best friend, shout out Brian, growing up, he loves like a pair of like white Wayfarers. And like, I just think of like Shutter shades. I think of like Kanye, like Tumblr era, like white to me. I just can't do it.
Oh, really? You can't do white.
White shades specifically.
My question to you is, when you're putting this fit together, because obviously we're going to the US Open, we should have been there 2 hours ago, but we're here to pod. We were podding yesterday on Sunday. We're here to pod on Monday. Probably going to catch a few hours of the US Open. We're missing Ben Shelton at center court. I forget who the women's single is, but we'll see some outer court matches. When you're putting this fit together, you're like, oh yeah, tennis fit. Because you look like the guy that pulls up at like a Kendrick Lamar concert in all red. You know what I mean? Like,
but he's a Crip.
He's Pyru.
No, he's a Crip.
He's Crip. All right, all blue.
Are you kidding? You thought Kendrick was blooded?
Is he not?
No.
I thought he's Pyru, baby.
You thought it was Bompton? No, you're thinking of YG.
I'm thinking of YG.
Yeah. I definitely.
I'm not thinking of YG.
It was latent, like I said, and it was in the back of my mind. And I wanted to like look cute for the big tennis party that is the U.S. Open in our specific like box that we're going to be in. I don't know. It's like, is it a thing that like I didn't want to like overdress. I'm not wearing a suit. It's going to be hot today, but like, and that's why I have the performance drinking hat on. But no, I didn't like, if tennis wasn't happening, cute. I would have worn a similar thing. I think
it's cute that you're like excited. This is your first time going to the U.S. Open. And I know there's been a lot of tennis talk.
Yeah.
With tennis becoming a thing now. I know Challengers was your movie of the year, right? Still?
Yeah. I haven't seen anything better.
Gladiator 2 on the horizon?
Yeah, I mean, I think Gladiator 2, which by the way, Ridley Scott said is the best movie he ever made. No way. I mean, like, respect the grift in the promo, and we'll talk about Coppola.
What's your number one Ridley?
Alien.
What's your number one Tony?
Tony Scott. Ooh. Is it Top Gun? Man on Fire?
Not Man on Fire.
Man on Fire is awesome.
It's Top Gun.
I mean, it's not Days of Thunder, which also is really good.
Pretty good. No, it's just like it's literally dressing in a fucking all blue, whatever, all red to go to a Blood or a Crip concert. This is what you're doing. This is white people gang shit. What? You still looking up Tony Scott?
No. It's movies? Just like, but what is the tennis gang? Just
all
white guy?
Yeah.
But you said that's Wimbledon, right?
Yeah, U.S. Open. Here's the thing about U.S. Open.
There's no dress code.
There's no dress code, and it's rowdy, bro. Australian Open is just like full of degenerates and criminals, right? Because that's Australians.
Yeah.
The U.S. Open is rowdy and like a very like feverish energy type of way. You'll feel it. It's awesome.
I can't wait. Forget about never being to the U.S. Open. I've never, despite being a sports fan, I've never seen a professional tennis match in person. I've watched countless ones on television, but this is not excited. I mean, and I'm trying to go to as many sessions at the U.S. Open as possible. And to your point, just real quick, and then we can get into your fit check. I definitely wasn't like a tennis hater, but as someone who like doesn't play and like all my friends and all of our peers and colleagues are like totally like locked in and playing, I've definitely felt like a little left out and a little bit of FOMO, which is only scratching the surface of like this whole on thing that we'll talk about later. But like, I kind of get it now that the invites are in the inbox,
okay, yeah.
You know, where it's like, yeah, I want to fucking get a free ticket.
I know.
And I want to get a free honeydew in the system and see what happens.
I know what's going to happen. I normally look down on, obviously, I think of the two of us, I think I'm harder and kind of like the influencer, like quid pro quo, like sell your soul for free shit or for a tag or for exposure, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm less like into that, the bag has to be right, but also like the brand has to be right.
You have a healthy distrust for that world.
Yeah, and I think it's fucking ruining culture. That being said, I've turned into a fucking slut, just selling my pride, selling my image, selling my entire life down the river. If someone's like, yo, free ticks, but you gotta, I'm like, done.
Yep. Where's the showroom?
Yeah.
Here's my sizes.
Say less. What are you trying to push? I'll wear whatever.
It's actually been refreshing and enjoyable to see because it
doesn't feel good.
Oh,
it feels horrible, actually.
Yeah, now I feel bad because I was going to say, listen, we play the game like everyone else, right? We got fucking dogs to feed. We got rent to pay. I'm just speaking of myself, actually. You have neither of those things, but
mortgage to pay. But there's no bags with this, right?
No,
this is like if someone came to you and like, yo, Lawrence, you got to wear our clothes. Yo, you want to drink 12 beers, but you got to wear our clothes. You're like, yes.
Yo, maybe the bag is the experience.
That's what it is.
Bars.
Right? And the only reason why I'm fucking slutting myself out is because US Open ticket prices are fucking crazy this year.
So, okay. What's the face on today's sitch? Today's got to be the cheapest the first day, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Because normally I'll try to go like a day sesh around this weekend. Usually this week. You looking it up?
No, I'm writing down the bag is the experience.
Quarterfinals, like I think tickets and they might dip day of, but like I think I never really did more than like 200. But you get to see two matches.
And you normally every year buy tickets.
Yeah.
But this year, because we're on the listicles,
my boy buys like a whole package of tickets and then he'll off for like a lot of money, but then he'll offload a bunch of them either at face value or like slight uptick on like StubHub or whatever.
Sure.
And then I'll get face value tickets. I'll just have to Venmo him for like, quarterfinals at Louis Armstrong, not at Arthur Ashe. So they're even cheaper.
Gotcha. Yeah. The QF tickets that we got that come with a few stipulations, and we'll leave it at that because we're not trying to have those tickets rescinded. Those, I'm like, that's got to be $500 bucks more.
If we're going to Arthur Ashe, probably more.
I mean, quarterfinals for me is like when it really starts, right? Because that's when I would, as a casual fan or viewer, that's when I would like tap in quarterfinals, semifinals, etc.
Right.
So I'm excited, dude. I not that I didn't get it, to your point, I definitely understand now because I'm hyped, dude.
Yeah, I can tell by your fit that we just went through.
All right, what are you wearing to the U.S. Open, Jim?
Well, I'm going home after this, so because I have to upload the video, so I was going to change a little bit, but the fit I wore to the
home
studio,
is on the way.
Well, I'm going to change my hat. Now I'm going to change my shirt because I'm covered in fucking Peruvian chicken juice. I'm going to change my hat into a bush hat for full sun coverage.
Interesting. Should I put on some SPF?
Probably. I mean, what is it going to? It's not going to. You're too far gone.
I thought we were inside, like watching from coverage.
It depends what you want to do.
Okay. I want to follow the expert, so maybe I should get more coverage up top.
Well, I won't be at the honeydew stand. That's the thing. So, honeydew stand, you're going to be out in the open.
And you is it a big weight? How many can you get?
Yeah, although
person?
I guess we're gonna get. We'll probably have like some sort of suite or box situation.
Server,
so probably, yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, they'll be wearing all white just like you.
I'm excited.
People are gonna ask you for a honeydew.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, I'm gonna have enough on me that I'll probably be able to hand them out.
Sorry, I only got 9 empty cups.
I'll be excited to do a review. I'm surprised just to get into the zone and like enjoy the pomp and circumstance. You don't have one deuce.
I don't like
or
them.
A deuce.
I don't like. They're not. I don't like the taste of them.
So you're gonna have an Amstel Light, or no? You're not drinking that.
No, I'm just not. I'm there to watch tennis.
You're gonna have a ice cold Diet Pepsi.
Yeah, probably. No, probably just drink water. Okay, I'm wearing Throwing Fits Gazelles, which yes, they are a bit tennis vibey, right? I was also listening to Brat earlier because I read the New York Mag fucking cover profile story.
Has it grown?
By shout out Brock.
Has it grown on you now that it's not like it doesn't have the zeitgeist in the headlock? And
now that we're no longer like having like Kamala being like Brat, go be Brat and vote.
Yeah. Brat at the polls.
And that, yeah, now that we're no longer like in the throes of Brat summer, but like reading it, she was kind of like grappling with how crazy just Brat went. And I appreciated that. And I was like, oh, you know what? I haven't listened to this since like the week it came out. Let me go back and listen to it. And it, put me in a good mood. I am in a good mood because it's the first day US Open. Very excited to go. Very excited for you to go and experience it. Very excited because it is a great gambling day.
Oh, here we go.
So I currently have a 12-leg parlay going.
Dude.
Because when it's like the first round.
I understand.
Right? So it's like the 1 seed is playing like the 250 seed. So
you bet $5 to win $8 billion?
No, I bet $10 on 12-leg parlay to win $30.
What?
Because it's all, I'm betting on the sure things.
Oh.
I'm betting on fucking Djokovic playing some fucking ass hat from, Montenegro or whatever.
So you could get fucked if somebody retires.
If there's like a freak upset, everything's negative 50,000. Like Sinner versus some guy from
an MTA bus driver.
Some fucking Canadian, right? Yeah. So it's like, it's a good gambling
10 to win 30 on a 12-leg parlay. How's that? I've never even heard that before. Yeah. That's absurd. It's not even worth the effort that it took for you to even place that bet is not worth it.
Some of the odds, I've never seen negative 50,000 odds.
That's on Joker.
I think that was on Alcaraz playing some fuck.
Playing a child.
Yeah. Let me find what the actual most obvious one is. I don't know, but I mean, that's 12 legs.
Okay.
12-leg parlay.
I can't believe it. It's only win $30.
Oh, no. Oh.
You already lost?
Oh, okay. It's $10 bet to win $30.78.
That is absurd.
The biggest favorite is Djokovic over Radu Albot, negative 10,000. Oh, wait, here we go. Alcaraz over Lee 2, negative 20,000.
Wow. That's absurd. You bet $1 to win 2 cents?
I guess so.
Yeah, literally, right? I'm not a math guy, but that's
a great gambling day.
I mean,
great day to gamble.
Yeah, on all the sure things.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
12 legs for $30. I would have
$20 net. That's almost a full honeydeuce.
I know, truly. Damn.
That's like 3 Fuku chicken tenders.
Oh yeah, what is the concession sitch like?
Dog shit. Fucking
but
dog
Fuku.
Shit.
I mean,
yeah, but it's the Fuku license. It's not actually them making it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's like Fuku. There's like it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Damn.
And I'm going 3 nights in a row, or 3 days in a row. So I'm like, fuck, am I just gonna eat chicken tenders 3 nights in a row?
Maybe.
Probably.
Fuck, dude. I was like excited to like really dig in and pig out for my one meal on like, not just glizzies, but like I was hoping some interesting kind of, outposts, but it seems like
my only piece of advice is when they go around with game played balls, if you want one as a souvenir, they're only handing them out to the kids. So tell them that you have a son.
Okay.
That's what I did one year. I was like, I have a son. And they just tossed me a ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that something?
Daddy stolen valor.
And they have like the U.S. Open in the year and the logo
like
in the year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I'll lie for some. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a big memorabilia week for me, dude.
Yeah, the merch is always decent. It's all Ralph does a lot of it.
Maybe a hat. I could get a hat. I don't know. I'm not a big. It's funny though because I was thinking about like with Oasis. I'm like, yo, I'm waiting in line for that merch. But at the U.S. Open, unless we
it's
get
not crazy though. It's not crazy.
Shit.
It's not crazy.
Yeah, the line is longer for honeydeuces than for memorabilia or merch. Yeah.
Okay, then the socks are Bumba socks.
Bumbus.
The shorts are from 194.
These are the stripes.
These are stripes.
But not popcorn at all.
Like
these are
overdyed, like
so
tonal. They're vintage silver tabs. They are a size 38. So I had to cinch them like crazy with the sunflower belt.
Damn, bro. Fucking 38?
Yeah, they're huge.
That's like borderline.
You know what it is? I had to cinch them and then like I get pleats like down the cock.
I love that, dude.
So I have to kind of like spread the cinch out.
Yeah, you have to.
Otherwise it just like really frames the hog.
You have to, you can direct the pleats, but it is cool to like use the cinching to pleat your jorts. I do like. I have some shorts like that.
But when the pleats are this deep, it really just like kind of presents the hog like on a indigo platter,
just framed beautifully.
Yeah,
or maybe not so much. Depending. Yeah.
The shirt is Engineered Garments that I got at the Nepenthes Friends and Family Sale for $5.
Is that a work-a-day?
I believe so. No, I don't think so. Unfortunately, I got some Peruvian chicken juice on the neck here when I was smashing some meat paws before you got in here. The green sauce.
Wait, you were smashing meat and got juice all over yourself?
The green sauce was going too crazy. So when I was separating the leg from the thigh, I twisted it towards me, not away from me.
No, come on, dude. Also, like, we're in our office. You could like, mob up with a paper towel and like no one's gonna judge
I didn't
you.
realize until after I felt a splatter and I saw some like small dots over here. And I was like, okay, that's not bad. That'll come out with like easily with some bleach. Then I didn't see the fucking big guy until it was too late and it had already settled into the cotton.
The stain that settled. I can't wait for the next time that I walk into the office around lunchtime and you're smashing meat and getting juice all over yourself, but you're going to be shirtless.
I do sometimes eat lunch shirtless.
At home or here?
At home.
Okay.
No, I'll take the shirt off. I'll like take my shirt off and be like, this is going to be sloppy. When I smash the meat, it's going to get fucking slopodopolis.
Megaslopolis?
Yeah, it's going to be Slobbert Sloppenheimer.
Oh, dude.
So
Megaslopolis, dude. So
let me just remove the top and go titties out.
Yeah, I
remove
like
the top and get in that slop.
I like it. I'll eat shirtless at home for sure.
Yeah.
For surely.
And then I was like, if the door's closed, like no one see me. I just fucking threw away the knife and fork because like and just like went crazy on the bone. Pause.
Sucking out that marrow.
Yeah. The hat is Kinfolk 94.
Wow. R.I.P. Big rip.
Big fucking rip.
Wasn't it just like an anniversary? I saw something on Sue Young's Instagram about.
I didn't see. No, I don't know.
Or maybe it was just like another piece of memorabilia that she like finally got framed, like a flyer or something. But damn, I mean, how long has it been now?
Well, they shut down during COVID because I definitely attended the Super Spreader event in like early 2020.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. When they were like, yo, we're closed. Well, but that was the bar. Because there's the bar, the club, and the store / brand, right? This is their in-house brand.
Right.
From their store.
Was the store the first to go? I think the store closed before COVID.
I think the store had a fire and then they're just like, fuck it, we can't recover.
What about, good, honestly, underrated.
Great graphics.
So, I'm just saying in terms of the brands they had in the collabs. Remember the Carhartt collab? That was with the Cheeto double knees?
Father Keith, bro. Father Keith.
Father
ran
Keith.
That shit like the Navy.
Chuck.
Yeah. I forgot. Wait. I think I pulled up to Kinfolk one time and asked Chuck for a +20 or like a +14.
I'm surprised you even had to ask.
Because I was just like, all my friends. And I was just like, yo, Chuck, I need a +14. He's like, yeah, you're good.
That's even nice of you to like, versus like, yo, walking in like you own the joint.
Yeah,
like,
I think someone brought that up on like a fantasy football draft night or something.
Damn.
Jill Sonder, cuff bracelet, Bottega ring, pinky ring, Eckhouse Salado. Jesus Christ, sunglasses. Sipping on my second can. Yo, shout out Addison Rae. I know she sees this. Song of the summer. and an Nalgene full of Lower East Side's finest. All right, let's get into the only podcast that matters. Lawrence,
Chill.
big fucking news, man.
Mad for it, bruv.
Big fucking news alert from the Beeb, man.
Yeah, man.
Liam and Noel, man.
Dude, they buried the hatchet.
Yeah.
No more rowing.
Thank you, Maddie Healy.
Honestly, like, I'm not the biggest.
Did they bury the hatchet, or was the bag just too fucking
So I read
robust?
I read the article in The Sun about how like they hopped on the fucking horn and like had to like talk it out. And it's one of these
They
things.
got on the buzzer.
Well, I mean, listen, this isn't news, or maybe it is news to people, but Noel Gallagher got divorced last year.
Okay.
And the rumored settlement there was 20 million pounds
Damn.
to his ex, Sarah. And
Shout out Sarah.
a lot of people were speculating that that was going to be the final thing, because the rumors have been that obviously they hate each other, greatest sibling rivalry of, you know, modern history, culture. But Noel was the holdup. He was the one that was really digging his heels in and was like, you know, I think that he was even the one who had quit Oasis originally because of his couldn't work one more day with my evil brother,
Right.
the angriest, maddest man in all of the United Kingdom. But I think that just like, The Sun talked about how Taylor Swift doing however many nights at Wembley, like literally proved that like if there's a demand, and for Oasis, I don't think there's more of a clamoring for any reunion in the music space than those guys, right? Like I can't think of
Watch the Throne.
Ooh.
Kanye and his sanity.
I mean,
don't know.
if Kanye was like normal again, like, yeah, Watch the Throne tour would be sick. But that's like, they
They
didn't
should
like,
bring out Jay-Z to
but
play
like the
fucking.
Throne-
They should bring out Jay-Z to play Wonderwall.
oh, dude, honestly, there's a lot of highs that make Oasis, I think, like the coolest band. I don't know. I was thinking about this in the shower. Is Rage Against the Machine cooler than Oasis? Like, who's your, like, because Oasis is like arguably like my favorite band, but then I was like, I might like Rage better.
I think you have to give the cool factor to Oasis, but Rage might just be like more, like, I don't know, just more. Because like so much what makes Oasis their lore is just like the drama and the bullshit.
The
and, like
best. Real rock star
will
shit.
they, won't they?
Right.
Yeah.
But
I saw a good clip where one of them, I forget which one, because they look the same to me because they're both white. They're talking to some kids.
you don't know the difference?
They're talking to some kids, and this little kid goes, "If you put on a good show, do you get treats after?" and I think it was Noel just goes, "Yeah, kind of."
Yeah, something like that. Little nose candy.
Yeah.
No, the biggest break is I think it was Noel who then when Jay-Z was headlining Glastonbury,
Yeah.
he called him out, and then obviously Jay-Z coming out doing Wonderwall is like the one time that I think Oasis
They
like
got dunked on.
took an L and got dunked on. But like it is hilarious. I mean, Liam Gallagher is the greatest living rock star. Like calling ASAP Rocky WhatsApp Ricky.
Yeah.
That's like an all-time fucking sunning that like is just a natural thing. Like that
Well, he
the
thought it
man
was
is
his
just
name.
a quote machine.
You thought it was his name.
He thought his name was WhatsApp
What?
Ricky.
It's a bit better, isn't it?
But anyway,
It's a better name.
it's basically, it hasn't been confirmed. I think that announcement's coming on Wednesday.
Okay.
So tomorrow, but I think it's happening. And this is for me is a can't miss.
The amount of just like mid white guys in their 30s and 40s that were like fucking creaming their meat over this. morning,
Oasis.
Yeah. Was pretty like mind boggling, where it was like
But are you surprised? Really?
a little bit. Cause like at this point, it was, I guess it was kind of like a foregone conclusion that it was never going to happen.
Right.
And I guess the fact that it is now ostensibly happening.
Money talks, baby.
The pound is fucking
And
talks.
these guys have, and that's why I like Oasis. They've always been upfront where it's like, yo, we're in this to make history and make bread. Like that's what we do.
I mean, if they're going to do 10 days at Wembley, and what's Wembley, like 100,000 people?
I think it's 90.
Jesus Christ. That's
I know.
so much money.
Yeah, they did when they did Nebworth famously, 96. That was 2.5 million people over, or excuse me, Nebworth. That was 2.5 million people trying to get tickets, which famously was 4% of the entire population.
Wow.
And I think that was 250,000 people.
I mean, that's my favorite thing that Matty Healy did, where he's like, name one fucking person that's going to Noel's. What's Noel, like the high flying
birds,
the high flying birds, or fucking Liam like solo thing that wouldn't rather be at an Oasis show right now.
Well, Liam just did a definitely maybe 30th anniversary tour. He's like touring it now. He's doing festivals and shows, and apparently Noel turned that down. So that's pretty recently that like Liam tried to fucking pull in his older broski, and he said no. But it looks like, and here's the thing that's fucked is that like if anything, any band, any guys are going to have this opportunity and then fumble it at the 1 yard line, it's these dudes
absolutely.
for sure. So it's still not, and this is next year. This is 2025.
Well, the boomer industrial complex is so crazy now, where it's like you have Grateful or Dead and Co. Playing the Sphere for a month or doing residencies. You have like not Taylor Swift because it's not boomer, but like all these nostalgia acts.
Bruce, you saw Bruce at Giant Stadium. He does that.
Fucking like Neil Young's been touring. Like all these the boomer industrial complex is booming.
But Oasis is not boomer music, right?
Bro,
it's Gen X and geriatric millennial.
Yeah,
like we grew up on Champagne Supernova and Wonderwall.
I'm saying that making squeezing as much juice out of the fucking boomer lemon or the nostalgia lemon.
Yes, nostalgia
is now like there's an industry and a machine that has perfected that.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that they came to them and like, look, we can guarantee you X times $10 million.
The Sun talked to a music industry economic expert, 400 million pounds potentially. And
gross.
I think they're talking about revenue, dude. Because of sponsorships.
Gross revenue. Yeah.
Yeah. Sponsorships, merch, everything. And what's interesting here is that none of the other guys in like the original lineup, so like fucking Guigsy or fucking Bonehead, whatever, like it's just going to be the Gallagher brothers and then High Flying Birds backing them. So it's almost like the line share is just going to like that's split between the two bros.
I swear to fucking God, if they do merch with Online Ceramics or fucking who else is doing, or with like Fear of God, I'd be so upset.
No, I mean,
I guess there's a Levi's collaboration happening.
Oh, my shirt's already en route, dude.
Jesus.
I mean, shout out to fucking Leo. Shout out to Levi's.
I wouldn't let Batman get those DMs out of me.
Would you not wear Oasis merch?
I don't wear Oasis merch, so
but you wouldn't if you got it for free?
Yeah, sure.
Like, what's your favorite Oasis song for outro music?
I don't know. Probably fucking Live Forever.
Ooh, classic. I mean, I would say that's the quintessential. You and I are gonna live forever.
Yeah. Remember a little dalliance with the woman who had an Oasis tattoo when we met Hartman at the lot?
That's right.
Yeah.
Was she British?
No. American.
All I remember is she was wearing cool Solomons.
Yeah. And she had Live Forever on her thigh. Then we hung out a few times.
She had Live Forever on her thigh. That's right. Damn. Well, that's the thing about Oasis, that unlike Dead and Co. specifically, and I understand the boomer industrial complex and the nostalgia machine you're talking about. With Oasis Live, you don't need the Sphere. You don't need novelty. Like, they just have so many fucking hits, and they're a great band live.
You just see Liam going,
"It's songs on Live Forever." It's history right here. I don't know why I did that voice. That's not. I'm not an impression guy.
Okay.
I don't know what's wrong with it.
Here's a question for you. This is great for you. Great news for you. Great day for you.
Yeah.
Great day for your fellow whites. I haven't seen white dudes this excited since fucking Charlottesville.
Yo, chill, dude.
What? Are you going to go to England to see them?
I would be lying if I said I wasn't considering it and like talking to some friends that are also big heads and like, make a trip out of it. Or Manchester. Man.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Because they're Manchester boys. Like, they're big Man City guys. Like, they're going to play the Ed Dodd or whatever the fuck it's called now. That's going to happen.
Is that the Theatre of Dreams?
But the rumor also, no, the Theatre of Dreams is Old Trafford where we went.
Why can't they play there?
It's Man U, dude.
So?
They did a benefit
show. They don't have concerts there?
They play,
the capacity is like 90 G.
There was other beef in their history of beef. Remember like the Manchester terror attacks?
Yeah.
They did, Liam did a benefit at Old Trafford for the victims and shit, and Noel turned it down. But then there was a whole thing. He was like, I was on vacation or something. He was out of the country. But like, not even for that did they reunite. Like, for the fucking victims and families of victims.
Is that where Ariana Grande's bombing happened?
No, hers was a shooting, right? Or was it a bombing?
I don't know. I think it was a bomb.
Damn, dude. I wouldn't. She's not someone that I would say bombs live because she's got great pipes.
Damn.
Not pipe bombs.
Wait, well, one of them not played Old Trafford because they're a Man City guy?
Yeah, they're huge. They hate Man U.
Oh, but they both hate Man U.
Yeah, they're both massive City fans.
Play at Trafford.
No, they're going to do whatever, again, the Etihad or whatever the fucking stadium is called.
How many fucking people live in Manchester that they can just like sell out two huge teams every weekend?
Should we do Manchester? Well, dude, it's a lifestyle, dude.
I guess I was just like all Northern England.
Yo, all right. The population of Manchester, over under 600,000 people.
Over
553,000 people as of 2019.
Damn.
That's crazy. Birmingham has 1.1 million people.
All right.
Liverpool doesn't even have 500,000 residents. What the fuck?
They Brexited.
I mean, no, that would be the opposite. They were like, fuck Brexit. I'm leaving England. I'm going back to the EU.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm super excited. I was listening to Oasis. I watched Supersonic again last night. I listened to maybe right now. See, my favorite Oasis song, which I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just going to say changes every day. But dude, Morning Glory, fucking banger, dude. But anyway, yeah, I listened on the way over. I'm fully swept up in the fever. I put my request in for the Flo Levi's tees today. Like it's all happening, dude.
Did you give him my address?
Oh, he said, Leo goes, does James like Oasis? And I was like, you should ask him.
Okay. So you didn't do me any favors.
Do you want, I can hit him up.
Why
again.
not?
Okay. Oh, so you can flip him on StockX?
Yeah.
To some fucking Gen Xer?
Yeah, some boomer.
Do you not remember though, growing up, like when What's the Story of Morning Glory drops and they break in the United States with Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, and Champagne Supernova? Like I just, like those were on the radio constantly and they were awesome. And it's a song that like I liked, that like my parents liked. Like it was a phenomenon that we lived. Like I remember it.
I never really got into it as a kid. And you know, again, I was listening, I think, to rap music when you discovered that 15 years later.
Okay.
Right? That's a pretty fair
When
assessment.
you were 3 years old?
When I was 3 years old, that's when Oasis was.
No.
So when you were 2 years old or 4 years old, that's when Oasis broke?
You said I discovered rap 15 years later, but I discovered it at 18. So I was using the math to get to the point of.
No, I'm saying, yeah, 15 years later after 18 is when you discovered rap.
No, I discovered rap as a freshman in college at 18.
Oh, okay.
At 18 years old.
Cool.
Anyway, I'm excited. I think a lot. And here's the craziest thing about Oasis that I can't get over. And I can't think of another example of this, which only proves how amazing and iconic they are. They have so many young fans in England that.
How do you know this?
Because I'm reading about it. I'm looking at photos. It's true. That's not.
How'd you find young?
Kids that were not alive when the band broke up in 2019.
Okay.
Or excuse me, 2009. Excuse me, 2009.
They weren't alive?
If you weren't alive, if you were born in 2009, how old are you today?
You would be 15. So you're saying 15 and younger. All right.
I think that
they got the fucking, the Gen Z, they, them haircuts going.
They're woven into the social and cultural fabric of multiple countries, right? They're huge in Ireland. They're part Irish, right? They're huge in Scotland. They fucking smash at Glasgow whenever they go. They are still, I think, the most, like, what's a bigger band in the United Kingdom?
Well, Scotland is part of the United Kingdom.
No, I'm saying what's a bigger band in the United Kingdom than Oasis?
That's got to be it.
And they haven't, put out new music or played in, what do you say, 15 years? It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's real staying power. I can't think of like there's no young Neil Young fans.
No.
There's no young Bruce Springsteen's fan.
No, but also those guys are...
Or the Rolling Stones.
These guys are 20, 30 years older than Oasis.
Noel is 57 and Liam is 51.
Like Neil Young was making music in the 60s.
Yeah,
Bruce was
totally.
making music in the 70s.
100%. I mean, we are talking a band that like basically, for all intents and purposes, like starts existing in 1994. Yeah. In terms of like in the zeitgeist. So yeah, I mean, they're much younger than those guys who are as old as like their fucking parents. But still, the relevance, they should not be this relevant is my point, but they are. And that's a testament to the product, the music.
Yeah. It's also, I think it's a testament to, I don't know, it's oddly, weirdly savvy marketing because it's like, it's scarcity, right? There's,
dude,
like the lore around them is just like,
it's incredible.
And they don't have that. They haven't produced that much music. They are just, modern day rock stars.
Well, no, that's the thing is that like there's 2 classic albums, an underrated one, and then 3 like mid. Okay. So it is a bigger, like to bring up the Rage example, there is a much bigger discography and larger amount of songs than like what Rage had, which is 3 albums, right? So there's that to consider. Like they have the catalog, but anyway, it's quality and quantity is my point. I think I'm going to try to go.
So you're excited.
I wonder what my threshold is for tickets and then flights and accommodations. That could be like a $3,000 activation.
You better start making some more fucking J. Crew videos, brother.
As we said, the bag is the experience.
More chinos, please.
I'll listen, dude. People love that shit. I'll do that all day.
I missed out on a bag last week because I did some influencer bullshit for free. I didn't get paid for this event.
Can I say that
I did it for the love of the game?
You should have.
I never even asked because I did it for the fucking love of the game. The opportunity to step on the court with a pro. This pro being specifically Ben Shelton and some other, on tennis guy who I don't know.
Flavio?
Yeah, sure.
Who is that, by the way?
He's an Italian.
Flavio Foreign.
Yeah. He's an Italian young attractive dude.
And he just stinks at tennis, right?
I mean, he's in the U.S. Open.
Yeah, as a 20,000 odd underdog to whoever.
I think he's unranked. But yeah, last week was the On Tennis GQ Sports. Are you looking up his ranking? Come on, we're past that.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, his career high is 31 ATP rank.
Cool. You can close that tab now. The On Running, I guess On Tennis GQ Sports event that, it was like weirdly a big fucking marquee event that unofficially kicked off New York City Tennis Week, which is now like the pre-fashion week, fashion week.
We're living it right now. I'd like to take this moment to apologize publicly to both you and the audience. I feel like I was dismissive of this thing. Like literally on pod, we're like, oh, you're going to come? And I was like, fuck no. I have not had as much FOMO for a thing that I clearly should have gone to than this. And that was only...
Why should you have gone to it?
To support you, to see you fucking stroke. Pause. And because it was like the social event of the week. Here's what put it in stark relief.
That doesn't fucking matter. I'm not going to lie, Lawrence.
4 people texted me asking me if I was there.
Yes. And
disparate
about 12 people asked me if you were there. And I said, no, there's no free alcohol. turns out there was, but they ran out.
Wait, did you really say that to people? That's pretty funny. And also believable.
Yeah, a few times. They're like, no. It's there. I was like, it's an On event. There's no free booze. And they're like, no, there is. I'm like, yeah, Coronas. Like, that doesn't count. The fucking ASAP Rocky whiskey.
Damn. Mercer.
I'm not going to...
Spring and Mercer. Yo,
Crosby and...
shout out to WhatsApp Ricky's Spring and Mercer whiskey.
What is on the corner of Spring Mercer? Like V-Files? What is even there?
I don't... No, that's Howard.
Okay.
It's like Mercer and Howard. That's... is that even...
we made Canal in Essex. That's why we pass the Canal in Essex, bro.
That's why I just drink dirty water.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's a moment, where I'm like under the bright lights, the crowd's going crazy. I'm like stepping up. It's my time to shine. And I was like, what would be perfect right now? This would be like very cinematic in a movie. If like, I'm like sweating, I'm nervous, I'm not playing well. But then I look up and I see Lawrence in the crowd and he's just like,
no, what I do is, and I raise a glass of Spring and Mercer whiskey.
Yeah. You don't even see me. You're going vertical. And you're just like,
cheers. Go get him,
like,
boss.
Fuck yeah. And then I hit the ball. But you weren't there to support me.
Go get him, WhatsApp Jimmy.
You weren't there. It's cool.
I wish I had gone. I really wish I had gone. But
because people are asking where we were?
No, because again, that just proved that it was like I should have gone to support you first and foremost. And then because I feel like it was a place to be seen.
What? Place to be seen? Sure.
That's why I was asking if like 1,000. It felt like 1,000 people were there.
It might have been that.
You said they built a venue just for this, right?
No. They built a tennis court within a venue.
Oh,
so it was like a warehouse in like the Navy Yard. It was like mad hard to get to. Okay, back up. So I was clearly like a last minute replacement because I think, I'm not going to say who, but a friend had seen kind of like their deck and it was confirmed like talent, whatever. And people had been asking me kind of leading up to like, yo, are you doing this thing? I'm like, what? No. Then finally I get hit up by the On homies and they asked me to do it. And I didn't even ask if it was a paid opportunity. I was like, yes.
Right. But maybe you should have.
I should have. Yeah. Because people got paid. I didn't. I did it for the fucking love of the game.
You did it for a free On Tennis Fit.
I'm not, which is now with the donation pile. I'm not.
Game worn. Memorabilia.
Yeah. Well, no. No.
Well, the shoes.
Yeah.
And the shorts.
Well, I'm keeping the shoes. I'm keeping the Feders.
Are you going to play in the Feds?
They're pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The review is they're solid.
They're good. They're sturdy. I mean, look. All right. Let me start chronologically. So that happens. I'm like clearly last minute replacement. I mentioned this, but we were split into 2 teams. I'm on Noah Johnson's team. I'm like, oh shit, he's ducking me because as a GQ participant partner, I'm sure he had a hand in making the teams and he put me on his team. And you know what? It was a lot of fun to like play with him. And he and I used to be pretty close friends. Obviously, like, grew apart a little bit. He moved upstate. We don't work at the same place anymore.
Had a kid.
But we have like rekindled the friendship. Starting in Paris, actually, but like we're both really into tennis. We were at this tennis tournament on Friday. We're going to hang out today. We're playing tennis tomorrow. That's kind of beautiful
that tennis is bringing people together. Yeah. Reigniting old flames.
Absolutely. Old ginger flames, old fire crotches.
He's a white flame, dude. He burns the hottest because he's fucking transparent.
Yeah.
Dude.
So I wrote in the Venti 10ET roundup that you published early.
My bad.
It's totally fine. It's actually, I think
it was the CMS's fault.
It kind of worked out perfectly. But I wrote about how, like, you know, and this is the kind of like dominating, I don't know, perspective amongst like kind of like, you know, cool guys that play tennis is you don't show up wearing all white to the US Open. You don't show up wearing like the pro model tops and shorts and everything. We mentioned this. It's like the old guy that looks like fucking Jordan, you know, playing pickup ball.
Wearing the 45 and ain't to play games with you.
Literally, as soon as that like got published, like the messenger showed up with the on shit, and it's like the Ben Shelton cotton candy gradient, like matching set. So I email the on homie, and I'm like, "Hey, is this the only option?" And this is like, we're playing Wednesday. This is Tuesday night.
The matching set is what I think really. Forget about it being candy cotton, fucking looking like a goddamn rocket pop on 4th of July. The fact that it's a set. Which I know if you're Ben Shelton and you're paid to wear it, yeah, that's the whole point. Right. You're a billboard. But like, I don't want to have a matching set as a guy, just as a citizen.
The fashion aspect of tennis, like, forget the fashion world embracing tennis. The tennis world embracing fashion is now such that like there's fit reveals, you know, the day on day one. Like Naomi Osaka had like a Yoon from Ambush kind of collaborate on her like her tennis fit, which she called Lolita Goth, which is
that's a press release for you.
Kind of fire, but also I'm like, what?
Okay, Nike.
Yeah, you're a mom, bro. Yeah. Fucking
whoa,
zip it up.
You're mom shaming?
No, I'm kidding.
What happened to your dad stolen valor? I thought you were identifying with parents.
Oh, real quick, really funny story. So my nuclear family is on a family vacation to Italy right now.
Right, without you.
And without me. And my dad like forgot to pack a bunch of shit.
What? What did he forget?
Like shirts.
Did he bring the new sandals that you advised him to get?
I think so.
Okay,
good. And he's like, I'm in Florence. Where can I like buy some like shirts? And I'm like, bro,
everywhere.
Like, no, go to the one good store in Florence, Bjork. Tell the guy that you're my father because that's the homie, and he fucks with throwing fits, and he'll like point in the right direction. And then I'm like, hey, so like, how'd it go? Did he point you in the right direction of some like old man shit? And he goes, I actually bought 2 shirts at Bjork. I was like,
fire.
What'd you get? He's like, I don't know, some Dutch brand like Roa. I was like, Roa? My dad bought 2 shirts from Roa, which is fire.
That's expensive.
And like, I mean, I think the old man shirts would have cost the same shit. So it's like the same price.
What does an old man Roa shirt even look like? Because all their performance.
He just wanted like button down shirts.
I didn't even know Roa made like non kind of performance next level shit.
Maybe it's a different brand. Maybe it's
Roa would be amazing, dude. Yeah. If your dad just fucking balled out at Bjork on some Roa.
Not even balling out, just like, wow, you fucking.
He send you pics?
No. Like I FaceTime them before coming here and
I'd be like, yo, Pops,
he's a shirtless.
Flip me over a fit pic real quick.
Yeah, that is how you would talk to your father.
No. My dad gets, pisses my dad off more than anything is I'll just say like, dude, reflexively, and he gets so mad. And I'm like, dude, I'm not doing it on purpose, dude. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Don't curse at me. You're my son. Roa, R-O-A.
R-O-H-E. Looks like. So it wasn't like
I don't
Roa.
even know what that is.
Yeah, it wasn't Roa like the...
well, if it's at Bjork, it's good.
Yeah, it wasn't Roa like the,
Roa. Dude, R-O-H-E. I'm looking at, this shit is,
R-O-H-E?
R-O-H-E, men's stripe poplin, relaxed sport shirt, Bergdorf, 450 bones.
No way.
I swear. I'm looking at it right here. Sponsored by
my dad
Google.
Would not fucking spend that much money on a shirt.
So they're called they call themselves Timeless Wardrobe. Amsterdam-based brand design studio and atelier. The label explores contemporary shapes through distinct design elements.
Yeah, that's their tailoring. Okay, that's their manifesto.
I'm
seeing it for
frames.com. That's weird.
It's on sale for $86. It's on sale for $155.
Yo, did your dad just put us on to new shit?
Maybe.
Fire. Yo, this shit is. I mean, here's $100 pleaser. Like this shit is luxe.
Yeah,
dude.
but go to Google Shopping.
Look at these pants. It's fucking gap. Yo,
should I tell my dad to go back and buy some pants?
I mean, you could just buy this online. A lot of it's on. Well, not a lot of it, but some of it's on sale.
It's on sale for like pretty cheap.
Dude, your dad has good fucking taste, or I guess he got good fucking service at
runs in the family.
York. Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So I emailed the on person. This is after the matchy set shows up. Are you still on Roha?
No, I'm off.
And I'm like, hey, like, are there any other options by any chance? Or is this? And then I was like, you know what? Oh, is this a team uniform? Because that's like, would kind of make sense.
Team day and team night.
Yeah, team night was in like all black. Team
Hard.
day was in like the cotton candy shit. And, that's
Team,
what it looked like,
team,
bro.
More like team gay.
It looked like a fucking. Someone's like, "Yo, that's like Ken from Barbie type fit."
Ooh, so true, dude.
Yeah.
Tennis Ken. Ooh, that's Ben Shelton, I guess.
Yeah.
Bussin'. His fucking haircut pisses me off. I know it's age appropriate, but it's like you can't be serious, dude.
Yeah, his political views.
Get an Oasis cut, dude.
Yeah. Look at Sam Hine, bro. Just do that.
Yeah, get a
the
mod
Sam
cut,
Hine.
dude.
Anyway, so they're like, "Oh, you know what? Like, we'll make sure you have a white tee when you're there."
Thank
I'm like,
God.
"Oh, thank God." But then I was like, "Fuck, am I being a diva? Am I being difficult?" But I didn't ask for money. But like,
I don't think it's. Well, this is the difference between me and you. I would say absolutely fair game.
I also said, "Hey, you want to start at 5 and we're playing until 10, and then like the party goes to like 1. Like, is there gonna be food there?" They're like, "Don't worry, we'll get you fed." Not really.
Oh shit.
I had to fucking snarf down like 2 slices of the hottest pizza I've ever, like burning my mouth, but just like, yeah, like trying to slob on some meat. Anyway,
Pizza 40, Jim Love.
she's like, "Don't worry, I got you with the white tee." I'm like, "Okay, thank you." When I pull up in the white tee and Noah Johnson pulls up and he sees me, he's like, "What the fuck? I want that." He's like, "I don't want to wear this. I want to wear that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Sorry, bro. You got paid. You gotta wear. You gotta wear this shit. You're
like
a company man."
It's like tie dye, right?
It's like a gradient.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Again,
you posted it
contemporary-
on Substack if anyone wants to see it. Is
Contemporary
dog shit.
tennis johns are very much a certain swag, right?
I'll say this. Can I give one singular flower to On? And I think we might have talked about this a million years ago, but when they ripped off Hoka and they dropped the Cloud Monsters,
Yeah.
I do like those. So there's like,
them.
no, I would.
All right.
I don't like, because you know, like the Loewe stuff, people do go a little gaga over.
Yeah.
I don't even like that. I like the clout monsters are good. That's the one flower I'll give to On.
The Fed shoes, I did like them. I played with them that morning.
But that's you're playing
like playing real
that's
tennis.
performance. You're not gonna like
That
wear
was
them with
performance.
jeans.
Okay, so there's
Anyway.
a huge hiccup where I'm taking a city bike to the Navy Yard at like 4:45, right?
Mhm.
All of a sudden, and this happened once when I was in London, and I don't know if it's just like getting old or like not like doing like yoga or Pilates or anything. My fucking back seizes up so hard, like my lower back, and like this is the worst possible timing. My lower back just like it feels like a fucking like a
seizing, right?
like a garbage truck, kind of like
Oh, compact.
Yeah.
You got your fucking the small of your back was compacted.
it felt like the upper part of my lower back and the lower part of my lower back just kind of like just combined into one thing and just like compressed my spine.
I know I'm not an athlete, but I feel like you need that to play tennis. That part of
I
your
think
body.
so. It was very painful. It was very painful.
Damn, dude. Is it because of your stance on the bike? Like
I don't know.
the seat adjustment. You know.
I don't know. When I get there, I'm like, "Hey, does anyone have any like?" I was like, first of all, I need Klonopin to like relax my fucking back into like normalcy.
Who's got the clones,
Yeah,
dude?
who's got the Perk 30?
Yo, where's the drug dealer at this on party?
Yeah,
Designer drugs, bro.
I need some Yonex Sinner fucking PEDs. Someone's like, "Oh, I can get you some Advil." I'm like, "Please," and then they're like, "Sorry, I don't have Advil." So I was like, "What the fuck?" So, as a scientician, something of a scientician myself, I'm like, "Well, you know, they actually say that like drunk drivers." The driver themselves, when they crash, less fatalities because
dude.
their muscles are so relaxed.
Yeah. They're so chill.
One tequila, please. Let me get some pineapple juice, ginger beer, and tequila. And this is to like literally like help my back, like calm the nerves a little bit. Not really. Honestly, I was like, this will help my back. I'm in desperate fucking measures, straits here.
Daddy needs his medicine.
It was literally because, and I'm like cutting the line. Like people are filing in. I'm cutting the line to like get a cocktail.
No, I'm an athlete. You don't understand. I need my medicine.
Hey, I'm about to play. Can I get some liquor?
Yeah. Let me get all liquored up before I do the skills challenge.
The one thing about the white tee is that it was insanely heavy. So
Really?
Noah Johnson like dripping sweat.
It's not performance.
No, this is just like a white tee. This is just like a heavy, thick gauge cotton.
This is their lifestyle apparel.
Yeah. There's we didn't know who Flavio was, but Noah Johnson kept asking every non-white person if they were Flavio.
You know, Flavio's he's Italian.
Yeah.
I don't think he's not white.
I invited a Middle Eastern homie,
Mhm.
and Noah goes, "Oh, you Flavio?" And I'm like, "No, bro, this is Omar." Like, what the fuck?
Flavio. Wow, I found his last name.
It's like Cocciuni. or something.
Caboli.
Yeah, something like
Flavio Caboli.
that.
So you just was like profiling
Yeah, pretty much.
the POCs?
Pretty much. One cool moment that was a nice little like kind of dunk on the homies was I'm chilling with Noah, I'm chilling with Sam.
Mm.
and we're just like killing time. It was a lot of like hurry up and wait. Also, at one point
you're mingling with the enemy, your opponents. Damn.
Well, Sam was on the other team, but
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
was like, hey man, great voiceover on that on SpawnCon.
Speaking of bags, and I hope Sam got fucking paid and laid off of that, bro.
Sure he did. And yeah, it's like you got to engage with the SpawnCon. You got to fucking like and comment on your friends' bullshit. Yeah. So it was mainly the players, like some staff, and they had a few models there, like guys and girls just wearing on kind of like the lifestyle, or like making it look lifestyle-y and getting their photos taken by like, fucking Cobra Snake and Aiden Cullen and all this shit. And one of so everyone's just like everyone has to clear the area because they're doing a security sweep. And I think it was because the rumor was the Feds did a sweep, aka Roger Federer.
Oh,
so he might have been there.
What?
He might have been in the building.
The GOAT was in the building?
He might have been in the building. And I was like, yo, when they do like boop, 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 call a pro, like tap in a pro, what if Fed just fucking descends on like a zip line or some shit?
Bro.
Turns out that didn't happen.
Pure class, dude.
Absolutely. Just the fucking greatest backhand in the game.
Just fucking glorious, dude.
So we're all just chilling outside. Sniper. We're all just chilling outside. And we're like, should we get a beer now? Should we wait till like we're playing, whatever? And one of the cool models comes up to me and I'm sitting with Noah and Sam, the face of GQ, and he goes, yo, throwing fits. I fucking love, your shit. So it comes up on I see your clips. I learn something every time. And
he's like literally like a crisis act, like a paid plant, dude.
And Sam and Noah are like, oh yeah, what are you fucking wearing? And I'm like, hey, have you heard of this thing called GQ? Yeah, they got an Instagram too. He's like, oh, what's that? No. The creative director on Tennis came up to me. I was with the GQ homies, and he's like, yo, man, I love your Instagram. I'm like, oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, GQ has an Instagram too. You seen it?
You ever checking that front of book? There's some good serviceable elements in there. That's dude, what is better than being recognized by a hot guy?
Yeah.
A hot they, them, or woman. But with that said, top 3.
No, I think hot guy might be better.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be clear that
you're not gay.
We get pussy.
All right, Shane Gillis. Let me just say this. The amount, I think that my back fucking me up or getting fucked up was actually helpful in terms of dealing, because it was like a crowd. And like, everyone's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I don't think we understood what it was going to be like, and that people are going to be like sitting and watching us.
Jimmy shooketh? ?
Everyone shooketh, except Jimmy was dealing with his fucked up backeth. And so I was like too focused on like that. To like really kind of understand the crowd. Also, the tequila helped.
Yeah.
But I'll say this, I was very happy with how I played.
Yeah.
People said that I was maybe the best on the court. Maybe like top 2, top 3.
After Ben and Flavio.
Gotcha.
But
I did have a qualm with one player, and I think that this translated to the observance and the other participants, where this was the type of guy, and I talked about him in the fucking tennis, in the tennis Vinti thing.
You almost called your own shot.
I absolutely did, where it's like, yo, this is the guy who shows up like full hardo, right? Wears everything, like the newest shit, has like, this is the guy that they cheer when their opponent double faults. They always give themselves the 50-50 calls. And like, I saw this guy fucking call things out that were clearly in.
Yeah, he's like playing pickup hoops. He's calling an and one.
Like questioning your opponent's. The opponent called his shot out. He's like, "What? No, that was in." It's like, bro,
they're line judges.
No.
Okay.
No.
So he then was like just kind of taking the regulation into his own hands.
Yeah, and look, this is the topic, and this is true of all sports, right? I always say that you can kind of judge someone's personality pretty well off like how they play in team sports. Are they getting everyone involved? Are they sharing the ball? Are they like recognizing the fucking context that we're just playing a game and having fun, and it's not like fucking trying to win a chip, or like taking over like Curry in the gold medal game.
Like
which, by the way, Adam Pally on this week's episode.
Just a joy. Love that guy.
Love the best.
Old homie. Great to have him on for the upteenth millionth time.
Steph Curry 5-minute rule. I was like, wait, when he was explaining that, I was like, are you saying Steph Curry's kind of fucking slow?
No, I was like, are you calling Steph a 5-minute man? He's a beast.
Yeah.
No spoilers. That'll be very clear tomorrow. But shout out Pally. Thank you for making the time and making us come in on a Sunday. One of the only guys we're gonna come in on a Sunday for. Forget, because like,
absolutely,
I'd rather pod on a Saturday than a Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday is rough. That's me time.
Yeah. But
anyway,
back to this guy. I mean, it's true in all sports where you have the hardo that it's like, dog, you gotta fucking. And tennis attracts a very, like, it can attract a huge like alpha individual. I guess all sports,
because you're
right?
but tennis, golf, because you're on the island, bro. Singular fucking blinders, me versus everyone.
Yeah, and when you're
world.
doing this like team game, it's like, yo, bro, stop cutting the line to like get more fucking strokes in.
He made this all about him.
Stop like going up to Ben and being like, yo, I bet I can return your serve, and like fucking then like slowing down the game just so he can serve in front of people is fucking bizarre.
2 questions. One, we're not gonna say who this guy is. Can I give a little context here? He's an athlete.
Yes.
So he's already got that dog in him. So we'll leave it at that. And you and I have gone to
But even worse, a failed athlete.
Well, you said it, not me.
I mean, he's not a professional athlete now.
No, he's trying to also fail at being a professional musician, I believe.
Yep. Said too much.
We've gone to activations before where there's like an ex whatever type player who has learned another sport. They can be, forget about hardo, forget about competitiveness. It's just obnoxious.
It's just like,
And then here's my second question real quick. Was he good?
he's pretty good. I mean, he's very naturally gifted, but
Just athletic.
but it's like, yo, stop hitting the ball as hard as you can and let's just like play and like get the ball back instead of fucking going for it. And you know, there's a moment where it was, first of all, they're like, okay, in round 3 we're gonna do doubles, and he's like, dibs on doubles, and I'm like, okay, guess you know, it's guy girl, I guess you're the guy. And then they were like, all right, we're gonna feed, and then you're gonna like rally, and he's like, no, let's serve. And it's like, bro, you know how much that slows down the game
with these amateurs? Yeah.
It's just so you can serve, and like people double faulting. Okay, you served. Now you got to fucking
people followed his lead. He bended the exhibition to his will.
Yes, because everyone else was like, what are you doing? And yeah, at the end, I was kind of like, bro, you're like, move back. You're cut. I was with no. I'm like, yo, swap places. Like get to the back of the line.
Damn,
it's fucking annoying. So yeah, it's just like, you know, I think tennis attracts that type of person. I think all sports kind of do. But it's so easy to poison the well when you have one dickhead in the mix.
Yeah, and forget about the poison the well with the teams playing. There are all these fucking, you know, people watching. We're trying to put on a show, right? Like, come on, dude, you're making everyone look bad, and you're making it a worse time for all these people that came out to watch.
The sickest thing, this is pretty cool, and I thought that I like giggled hearing this, not because of like because I support property damage or victimless crimes, although I do.
Yeah.
Was so at the back corner of on both sides of the court, they had just kind of like racks of like Yonex rackets.
Oh, sick.
Ben's a Yonex athlete. I think Yonex and On are kind of like in cahoots. Yonex, by the way, had a nice little activation on Thursday night.
I saw the guy with the Yonex haircut.
Yeah, that guy fucking ruled.
What? Was he paid to do that?
No, he was just a guy.
That's a guy who's just that big of a fan of the brand Yonex.
I mean, he's like a super fan, right? Like you're going to see these people at the US Open that are like, have like, tennis ball haircuts. Yeah. That's a thing. I think he was just there to meet Naomi Osaka and maybe Ben Shelton earlier in the day.
Do you remember the show At Midnight?
Yes.
So I had a bunch of Drake memes that have made it onto television, but one was Drake with the tennis ball haircut. Remember that? No, but
is that real?
It was during Nothing Was the Same era. So like my Twitter, I think I have a picture of it somewhere, but my Twitter was projected on Comedy Central.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I think of when I think of tennis ball haircuts, because I'm all about myself and centering myself like that guy you played with. So anyway.
Oh, you want to serve? You want to serve instead of rally?
I will say.
Wait, can I just say the one really cool thing was, so there were racks of tennis, there were racks of rackets at every kind of like baseline corner. Turns out kids in the crowd were just fucking racking the rackets.
Dude,
they're just yoinking them.
What's going to happen otherwise? They're going to get fucking donated toss. Like, donate them there.
Victimless crime. And I ran into a homie that was working the event the next day. He works it On. And shout out, well, I don't know if I should say his name. Also, I don't remember it. But he was like, yeah, like it kind of, I was outside and some kid walked out and he's like, yeah, I just fucking stole this racket. And we were just like, do we say something?
Did you stroke with the Yonex? And
no, I brought my own head. Pause.
Right. Did you get a free Yonex?
I did at the Yonex event, but not at On. No.
Do you think you're going to switch over? How are their fucking? Oh no, you're a head boy.
I love head.
Who doesn't, dude? Fun for the whole family.
I'm a prince who loves head.
I will say,
yeah, I will, son.
Do you when you play okay, maybe you don't play cornhole as much as me or indulge in beer pong, but it's one thing to be competitive and want to win or be mad at yourself, but this idea of like hyper competitiveness, nothing ruins whether it's like a more official thing like this or even just a chill hang. Like people, like this is what you experience when you're in a fraternity and you're playing fucking beer pong tournaments or you're playing casually on the weekend. There's always a guy who takes it too far. And it's just not fucking fun, dude.
The only time I get competitive is when one of these fucking assholes lets the tiger out the cage, and then I will be like, you know what? I'm going to make it my life's mission to actually beat you.
Yeah.
And like,
got a point to prove
being
now.
somewhat naturally athletic,
Mhm.
I will.
You are.
I can like kind of turn that on and be like, yo, fuck you. How's it feel to lose, bitch?
Does that guy live in New York?
No.
I will say, I went to his Instagram. He is one of these dudes that tennis is his whole personality. And that to me that's also a bit troubling where it's like, okay.
Oh, versus fit pics.
The dumps contain multitudes. I'm like an onion, dude. I'm like,
yeah. Oh, look, there's
Love
some
Island.
corn in this dump, some undigested lettuce.
Yeah. No, like this guy, I'm like, oh, his whole thing is watch me become awesome at tennis because I am this athlete. And that's his whole
Yeah.
vibe
And then
now.
I couldn't like turn it on against him because like he was on my team. So we never like competed against each
That's
other.
the bummer.
But it's just like,
Yeah.
yo, can you like let other people fucking like be here?
Speaking of which, did Team Day take the dub?
We did, but it was like, I don't even know.
Hell yeah, dude.
I lost interest towards the end because this guy had kind of ruined it for everyone. He was like a court hog. Yeah, it was just like a really unfortunate that, you know, one individual could fucking leave such a sour taste in my mouth. And I wish I hadn't like let that affect me so much.
Sure.
But like a lot of people felt that way. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Well, maybe that guy won't be invited to the next one.
No,
this is happening again now. That would seem like a smashing success.
No, because I think that like this type of like jock, like the only person that loves that type of jock is like a similar jock. Like him and Ben Shelton fucking got on. They were like, they like did a fucking like chest bump. Bro. Yeah, bro. There's like a weird.
Put that flick on the gram.
There's a funny photo where it's just like a chest bump, but it's also just like Ben's on shorts are just like showing every nook and cranny of his cheeks. Just
nice.
And then it was so weird. Like, okay, last thing I'll say about the on thing. Yes, it was very much like tennis oriented, but then it's like the same influencers and the same models and the same musicians and the same DJs are at this event that you're like at every other event. There's some kid put up 10 photos. This photographer, I think his name is Sam. Shout out Sam. He was like, yo, I shot you guys outside of Eckhouse Lot. I was like, oh, Vogue Philippines. Like, no, that was the other guy. But it's like, I'm swiping through. I'm like, who the fuck? Like, who is this DJ?
The guy from Gossip Girl, I recognized. That was the only person I recognized.
Was that the first person with 4 million followers? Okay, I was talking to that guy and I was like, someone get me out of this. This guy's fucking boring as hell.
A friend of a friend is his publicist. So,
okay.
So like he's in, not that I know that guy or even watch Gossip Girl, but like I'm only familiar with him because like I don't know if he's like considered a good actor. He's obviously attractive. Look at that fucking jawline.
Yeah.
That dude is fucking mewed out to Bolivian. But
it's just funny that you have like this, the recap is just like all like hot kind of like, you know, bushwicky DJs. And then me wearing on and I'm fucking chugging a beer and holding a racket up.
Drinking your fucking drink. Daddy's medicine.
And I'm like, yeah, it looks like it really looks like I don't belong
But
here.
as much as it's like a sport-based thing, like that's a fashion event.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
and
so that's what you'd expect that crowd, right?
It was the GQ Sports event.
That's why Fed is not in the building. No offense to our friends at On, but like,
well, he was at last year's On event.
But last year's On thing was not this like club themed.
It was very much more
After
It was very
hours.
much more tennis focused. Like they literally played tennis on the Fort Green courts.
And it was like a Federer like exhibition. Like you could like hit one, like return one shot from him, like type deal.
My boy was kind of involved on the Fort Green side of things, and he's like, if you like sign up for it, like you might in the right time frame, you might get kind of drawn to play with Fed.
Right.
But I don't really know what happened. I think he just like kind of
Damn. I would love that's a celeb or even more specifically an athlete that like I'm asking for a selfie. Like he's the one. He's
that's why and that's why I did it. You know, for the love of the game, just for like bucket list item to be able to hit with Ben Shelton and like you know did get to hit a little bit, but yeah, so it was a lot of fun. It had its moments. You know, felt a little dance monkey dance, but that's what you missed. You know, you could have been there cheering for your boy.
Yeah, and also we had
just
so many,
fucking you know. Taking flicks,
and
posting photos.
So many friends.
Me and Noah Johnson, we did win a clean point off Ben Shelton. I do want the record. Yeah,
that's impressive. Can anyone?
It was 2-on-1. It was 2-on-1.
Okay, got it.
No, he had the double alleys. We were playing the singles court. I went down the line, fucking hit the line like Pusha T. Took him off the court. He obviously could have it was to his forehand, so he could have like ripped it,
smoked,
but he just kind of like brought it back. But it was a lollipop to Noah Johnson, and Noah Johnson just put him away.
Let's fucking go, dude. 2-on-1, fair fight though.
And then on the we did it again, and I went cross court to his backhand, took him off the court. He kind of just like had to. Well, wait. Oh no. Yeah, he went. Had to kind of just flick it back.
Mhm.
Another lollipop to Noah Johnson. Noah dumped it right into the fucking net.
And that Hardo cheered the unforced error, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What a time.
Anyway.
What a time to be alive. No, I wanted to go to support you.
No, you
and,
didn't.
And then
No, you didn't.
And then hang with all of our
Because you
friends
could have
over there.
gone. I put the RSVP link in a group chat. I asked if you were coming.
I should have got paid.
Where were you?
I wasn't paid to be there, so I didn't go. I got no love for the game.
Yeah. If you were there though, the booze
I'm a
would have ran out.
hater.
The booze would have ran out a lot quicker.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. So that was my little fucking tennis week. Let's talk about your little food highlight.
Oh yeah. So I went to Sailor for the first time.
The hottest restaurant in all of, well, I guess Strange Light is. April Bloomfield's new joint.
Mm-hmm.
After coming back from running a rape cave with Mario Batali.
I was gonna say, can we not mention the spotted pig, please?
Why not?
I guess context.
This is her triumphant return from that.
No, I know, but
this is her thing and her thing only, and has done away with like the, speaking of fucking huge machismo egos, like food guys are fucking some of the worst, most competitive people in the world.
They're evil.
Yeah.
If you hear those orange Crocs squeaking,
Run.
you better dip, dude.
Don't blink twice. Run.
Oh yeah, that's right. You saw Blink twice, whatever. Maybe we can get into some movie talk because we are going.
Yeah,
long.
more like think twice before going to see that movie.
Oh, damn, that's a female director and writer.
Well,
we want to support the ladies.
I judge all cinema equally,
especially when they're fucking Catwoman smoke shows.
Go check out my Letterboxd.
I wish you did Letterboxd. Anyway,
I do it.
Sailor, forgetting about the context,
Great
or
restaurant,
the pedigree, and you've been, and you had nothing but good things to say, I believe.
Well,
I think you talked about it on the pod.
Unfortunately, me and my boy Anoop, we put our names down and they're like, okay, it's like a 2-hour wait. We're like, fine, whatever. We'll go.
Oh, you
to
had
this wine bar
two
down the street.
meals. That's
we went
right.
down to this wine bar down the street, and they knew Anoop there, and so they kept feeding us more and more dishes. And we're like, bro, we're just like here to like snack a little bit, but we ended up having a full meal. Then we go back to Sailor. We're already full meal in, but like, all right, we can do this. Let's just order the hits. But they know Anoop there, and they're sending out more and more dishes. And we're like, oh, bro. So we had like kind of like 2 extra large meals.
Delicious.
Not really.
Yeah, but
No, I mean delicious, but
I know.
I was like,
You want to break
I felt
those up.
sick. I felt sick.
It's a place that, while very close to me, I had not made a huge effort to pop into, not because of like a wait time or anything like that. Mainly because it's a seafood forward spot, and I'm more of I seafood, I eat it versus like wanting to, get down with the salty dogs. But anyway, Jenna and I went for brunch this weekend, and we've walked by a bunch and considered it and never made the move. And this time we put our names in. It's only like a half an hour wait. Popped over to Brooklyn Public House across the Calb, which is one of my favorite locals, Split a G. And they call us, say our res is ready, and we go back and we sit down at the bar where we put our names in. This is a big pro bar eating podcast.
How long do you have to wait?
Honestly, they said a half hour. It might have been one G's length.
Oh, not bad.
So like, 15, 12 minutes, whatever, something like that. So we go and sit down and we get the menus, and I did a thing that I don't like to do, which is I already look at the menu ahead of time. I like to not be spoiled, but in this case, I knew I was going to get the burger, maybe debating the grilled cheese, kind of already knew what I was going to do. So I was just kind of like leisurely chilling, waiting for the bartender, Eli, to come over and take our order. And immediately Jenna goes, is this a fucking joke? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, oh my God. She's like being very loud. I'm like, yo, fucking chill, dude.
That's ironic.
The bar, I know, right? Me telling someone to be quiet. The bar is already like close quarters. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, look at the cocktails. So I pull up my fucking menu and I look at the cocktails, and the cocktails are as follows. We had Larry's Darts.
Delicious.
A fit check, throwing Bellinis, John Spritz, and a Gorp Core. And I was like, wait. This is me and you. This is throwing fits. I'm like, what is happening? And at first, the first thing I do is I text it to you. Because I was like, James knows food people more than me.
You're like genuinely like befuddled.
I'm like, what is even? I'm like, it felt like a Twilight Zone type thing. And Jenna's like, wait a second. She's like, there's no ingredients in any of these cocktails. She's like, what is this? And I'm like, did these motherfuckers? And I'm thinking, I'm so narcissistic. I'm like, did these motherfuckers just steal our IP? Should I be mad? Should I be flattered? I'm like, what is going on?
I went and looked up their menu to be like, is this always what it is?
Yeah, like the Larry's Darts would normally be like a Bloody Mary, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the menu online is just like martini, Bloody Mary, Negroni. Like,
so Jenna immediately is like, wait a second. She's like, this can't be real. And you texted me back as well, being like, this probably is like a joke menu. I was not familiar.
I said, I bet that someone recognized your name in the res chart and printed up a little joke menu.
Now, I was not familiar with like the kind of this level of hospitality or pranks. So I just was like completely befuddled. So then I asked the bartender, I'm like, yo, who comes up with the cocktails here? He's like, oh, that's Robert. I'm like, who's Robert? He's like, well, Robert is our brunch captain, our shift captain.
Ahoy.
And I was like, this Robert? Because I literally said, I'm like, well, this is me. I'm like, this is, and he's like, yeah, Robert's, he's a big fan. And I'm like, well, where is he? He's like, well, he's working right now, but he'll come later. And I'm like, and then Jenny goes, flip it over. And then I flip it over and right up top, as I put on Instagram, the only podcast that matters. And I'm like, holy shit, dude, this is awesome. But I fucking fully got pranked. I literally was like, these just exist in the whole restaurant. And to make matters even funnier, when we walked in, a very kind gentleman, I didn't get his name because he just came over and said, hey, man, you guys are hilarious. I love the show. So I was like, wait, is this guy, like, is he losing his mind too? That he's like ordering a Larry's darts or throwing bellinis? I'm like,
do you feel like Michael Douglas in The Game?
Truly.
Which I think was the last movie I reviewed on Letterboxd.
Great movie. Fincher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people forget. People forget. So I was like just completely befuddled. It felt absurd and preposterous. With that said, made my fucking week. Ended up meeting Robert. He was like, listen, I've seen you guys walk by before. He's like, I'm obviously familiar with the show. I'm a fan. He's like, when I saw you guys come in and put your name down, he's like, I immediately was like, okay, what are like all the puns, all the fucking puns I could come up with, printed them out. And I guess that is something that I have now learned that like will happen for, I don't want to say a VIP, but like someone who has some type of tangential relationship.
To make you feel discombobulated and or honored. By the way, my review for The Game on Letterboxd, it might be a game, but MD don't play when it comes to eating pussy.
Because it gave him jaw cancer.
Yes.
Famously.
Pussy too sick, bro.
Yeah. Maybe that's how I'm going to die, dude. Not lung cancer. Jaw cancer. Joy cancer.
Pussy cancer.
So yeah, shout out. I think his whole thing was that it was HPV. Like he had a crazy... Listen, I'm a little something of a scientist myself.
Yeah.
When it comes to giving and getting head.
What cocktail did you order?
A Larry's Darts, a Bloody Mary. Yeah. And then what I like to do with the Bloody Mary, I don't know if you're a fan of this or if you're even a fan of Bloody Marys, but I'll do like, this is a new development for me because as my taste changed, now I'm totally Bloody Mary pilled. When I get to that last third, I topped it off with a lager.
Oh, for like a little.
So it's a little like a turbo diesel michelada type.
I've never been a michelada fan. I only started liking I didn't like Bloody Marys when I was like for most of my 20s until I started getting the ones at diner. Mm-hmm. But this is like, now 10 years later.
Well, not all Bloody Marys are created equally, by the way, right?
No, but most Bloody Marys kind of suck. Or they're like too meaty, too peppery.
Yeah, I don't want all the bacon and a pizza slice and a burger on top.
I'll take an oyster.
I just want, not bad. I just want it to be spicy and an olive and a lemon. That's basically it. But no, so it was so flattering and it made my fucking week and everyone was going crazy because I guess it is such a beloved new like hot spot that it was, and I wasn't like intending it.
I said, this is very against type, but I was like, yo, if you put this on Instagram, that's an actual flex, bro.
Yeah. And
with the sailor name in there.
No, for sure. And it's one of these things where it's like,
I got the Jimmy Blessing post.
Yeah. And well, not even that. It's like, I was so, once my shock and awe and confusion and maybe bubbling anger at our IP being stolen again wore off, it was like, again, like it made my week. I was so psyched. And it was more of like a post to almost like acknowledge and thank Sailor, which I think my emojis conveniently displayed. But the response was crazy. And I guess it is because of the quality of the restaurant. So shout out fucking Robert. Shout out Eli. We got the burger, which I don't know if you had it when you went.
I honestly don't remember what we got.
It's
because we were there for dinner too.
It is a thick patty with onions like grilled into it with like a cheddar cheese. So really to me was like basically eating, I don't know if you ever had like a French onion burger from places, which is a bit of a novelty, but it was incredible. We also got the grilled cheese, which was with tomato, which is so rich and so decadent and highly recommended. And then we finished off with maybe the best French toast I've ever had in my life. I'm not even a French toast guy, but it was nice to end on that sweet note. And the hospitality was crazy and the food is so good. It definitely, even that personal experience aside, I was like, damn, this lives up to the hype. This is going to now be in like the brunch rotation for me and JB and hopefully, making some new friends over at Sailor and Robert and Eli. And we'll see him again.
The dinner It's kind of fiasco to get in for dinner. Like if you can't get a reservation, which you probably can't, it's people line up. I think it opens like 5. People are lined up at 4:00.
Really?
To put their names down. To put their names down at 5. And then we'll go to then come eat at like 8:00.
Well, I will say because
it's a bit nutty. It's like a fucking Oasis concert, man.
There's so much good shit on the Cal, whether it is like Brooklyn Public House or some like the other great bars in the area, like or taking a stroll in the park. Oh, I that's my vibe.
Well, you love Walters.
I do, dude. Walters
says a lot about you,
dude. Walters has good. That's where Pally fucked me on the oysters. Was at Walters. We went there. You don't like Walters? Is it too basic? They have
Brussels sprouts.
So
Brussels
sprouts.
I'm saying like it's
there's
that new American.
They do.
Oh shit!
Even though the best Vietnamese food in Brooklyn.
Oh, they got it's like a kids menu but for adults.
Okay.
They got onion rings.
They do have really good French fries. But even though the best Vietnamese restaurant, in my humble opinion, is right up the way on DeKalb, they do like a chicken banh mi for white people. That is pretty good. Obviously, there's no like pate on it or anything, but like how much is it? I don't know. And they have a great French dip, which I love a French dip sandwich.
Why are you getting sandwiches at Walters, bro?
Because I'm going for brunch or lunch with my wife. But yeah, anyway, it was I think there's enough basic lame stuff to do if you're corny like me on DeKalb, so you can put your name in that sailor and then
go to FIDA, FAIDA, or go to you know what? Walk into Strange Delight. What are you doing?
Yeah, I mean that's true. Shout out to Noob, support Strange Delight, and then honestly go have a Guinness or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 at Brooklyn Public House.
There's a great Thai spot off DeKalb on Fulton called Suck.
Yep,
Fire
SUK,
big SUKH.
Oh really? There's an
Suk.
H in there.
It's big fire.
Suk.
Yeah. And they deliver. So I got some shit delivered to me.
Oh, I wonder. I think I'm in the radius. I might.
Well, if I am, then you absolutely are.
I love Fort Greene, dude. Call me basic.
I'm not calling you
family
basic.
Man.
I do think that DeKalb is a little like young, white picket fence, white family with 2.5 kids, like it's funny
in a crib that costs 2.5 mil.
Yeah. Fucking apparently Emrad's moving there.
Oh, really? Shout out my neighbor. Emrata. I'll see you at
you don't live
Sailor.
in Fort Greene.
Well, I'm within striking distance.
All right.
Romans is good. What's the fucking there's like a Mexican like Thai fusion place that's good. What's that called? Fuck. Anyway, there's a lot of good
Jenna had
there.
a funny joke though about she's like, if we had looked at the food menu first instead of going right to drinks, we would have realized like what the deal was.
Yeah, because it was literally the only podcast that matters was right up top. Right. But I will say we took those menus home. Here's the thing. Of course, it's going to make my fucking week, but she was so impressed and she thought it was awesome. It was just like a great moment for her to witness. Like I could have easily it could have been like a Tuesday and it could have been me like grabbing like a solo lunch while she was at the office. And like, it was so much better that she was there. And it's one of those things that like, it's moments like that. Not that she's not proud of what we do, but like a moment like that she can experience. Then it's like, holy shit. Like who's this celebrity that I'm married?
You get a free shot.
I think so. I don't think we got anything for free, which like
you got a free menu.
If I'm
you got a free memory,
2 free pieces of paper and a free memory. Sometimes the bag is the experience.
I agree, bro. No. Why do you think we're going to the US Open with I guess we're not going to say names, but
no, they just texted us, where the fuck are we? It's like, we told we're podcasting. We're doing our fucking job. What are you doing? Having honey deuces?
Yeah. It's a day sesh. The day ends at midnight.
Yeah. No, I will say that at the end of the day, gun to head, of course, I'd rather have a free French toast, which like to me is also like hospitality, like the custom menus. Let's go, dude. Those will get framed for the fucking, for the wall. But yeah, I would have loved some shit knocked off the bill.
That's
but
fine.
I tipped incredibly.
Oh, see, that's actually
it's the biggest tip that I heard anyone's ever left.
See, this is great leadership. This is great captain leadership as displayed by Robert. All he had to do was fucking hit, Apple P on 2 menus, right? And then his boys and his crew, they get a huge tip from you.
That is absolutely what happened.
Yeah.
He knew.
So like, what's the cost
to the crowd?
What's the cost of 2 pieces of paper and like some ink, right?
Just a fucking beautiful
fraction
tree,
of a
dude.
cent.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
probably.
You know what? Sometimes the bag is the menu.
Sometimes the bag is the menu, dude.
Sometimes the menu is the bag.
Sometimes the menu goes in the bag and you take it home to put on your fucking wall because that's just your life, dude.
I want to ask you another big week for Lawrence in the things you care about. 1, your name, impressing your wife.
Yeah.
2, movies, bro.
Yeah.
Megalopolis, the trailer, second trailer? Or is it like a teaser trailer first?
This is probably the third trailer that's been released.
Okay, this trailer, it's the longest one, it's most up to date. It starts obviously with a lot of critical naysayers saying that Coppola fucking sucks a fat dick, but then apparently those are fake quotes from movie reviews about like Apocalypse Now, Godfather, Godfather 2. What
Maybe
else?
even The Conversation they threw in there. Though I guess that's considered a classic.
Bram's Dracula.
Yes, right. Yes.
So, I wanted to ask you with this movie kind of having already dominated headlines since its really inception. And what did he fucking start throwing this around? Like the 80s?
He's been working on this, like, from what I understand, like his entire career. It is completely self-financed to the tune of $120 million. You know how many bottles of wine from his vineyard, dude?
Well, he had to sell off part of the vineyard.
There you go. It's his passion. It's his lifelong passion project. You know what? They don't build Ford Coppola.
They don't build statues of critics.
No.
What are your expectations after this latest shit show, which has followed? You know, he was getting handsy with the extras. Real shit show.
A lot of smooch. First of all, so Italian of him. Let's be real. This guy's just Italian, dude. Like,
is he Italian? He's American? No, he's Italian American.
Italian American. Okay, but you know, he's a guy who owns a vineyard. He did The Godfather.
He's
Godfather
a hotel.
2. Yeah, I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I had no expectations for this movie. With that said, all this marketing, which is kind of like supposed to be like these negative things where it's like the trailer and marketing people made up the fucking reviews. His handsy behavior is getting leaked on set. And apparently he's a monster to work with. And it was mayhem behind the scenes. All that makes me want is to see it more because I was already expecting a absurd, preposterous clusterfuck because of like the contents of the movie itself. The absurd CGI that he's really leaning into. Well, and then the cast is out of control.
The CGI is like, it's like a new technology, right?
I don't want to see anything besides practical effects, if I'm being totally frank. So I don't care
I'm saying
new technology or not. I'm not seeing it in...
They're not acting in front of a green screen.
Well, I guess you got to see this in IMAX.
Yeah?
I think that's...
What I'm saying to you is that they're not acting in front of a green screen, so it's not like Marvel where they're like, you know, fighting like a tennis ball on a pole.
Yeah.
Like, I think like it's insane screens around them, so they actually feel like they are in the environment that has been created with computers and projected on the screens.
This is the technology that Brian Greenberg was telling us off mic they were trying to use while filming You People, the Jonah Hill movie.
Okay.
Based on us as podcasters and former Complex employees. Little known fact that absolutely is true. Remember he was like, it was supposed to be like this big club scene where he sings Neighbors in Paris and he like
and it got cut.
And because everyone's waiting for the tech to work on set and it failed and they then cut his big ridiculous moment of Brian Greenberg saying the N-word.
I think
in a Netflix original.
I think Megalopolis is how the fuck
Megaslopolis.
I think the CGI budget is actually different than You People.
Yeah.
It's a different technology. But
they don't need to fake any kissing.
No, his was just TV screens on the side of a
No, but it was supposed to be like this immersive thing so you could like really act before they add in the stuff in post. Either way, all this stuff is only making me want to see it more. It's making me want to see it in theaters, in IMAX, pay the fucking, big ticket price. And here's the thing. It's like Francis Ford Coppola is a legend. I don't think this will be good. But I think the whole thing is it's supposed to be just insane. And whether that's good or bad, it makes it like a can't miss. I don't think anyone's expecting The Godfather Part 2 or Apocalypse.
Doesn't Adam Driver like deliver a Hamlet speech or soliloquy like word for word?
Maybe.
As if he's fucking Hamlet?
I mean, the cat, Shia's back on the big screen.
Shia been tossing some fucking shots on Twitter at his boy Harrison Ford. You saw that?
No.
Because Harrison Ford was like, criticized Shia for like not doing the press for Indiana Jones. He's like, this isn't a money grab. Like, I care about all cinema. But then now that he's Red Hulk, he's like, yeah, I just did this for the fucking money. Like, this shit is bullshit. I'm just here for the money.
I mean, Crystal Skull is bad. So if I'm Shia, I don't know if I'm necessarily like, well, it's not as bad as people made it out to be. I rewatched it recently. But I'm not doing press.
Why do you rewatch bad movies?
I did a whole...
movies that you don't like.
I did a thing where I watched every Indiana Jones leading up to the Dial of Destiny when it hit my Plex server.
All right.
That's pretty bad.
I had the time of the day.
But at least they brought the Nazis back, dude.
Yeah.
Which are the best adversaries. Anyway, this cast for this movie, you got Adam Driver, Giancarlo Esposito, Aubrey Plaza, Shia LaBeouf, John Voight, Lawrence Fishburne, Jason Schwartzman, Catherine Hunter, Dustin Hoffman. It's crazy. They went for it.
Yeah.
So you got to give credit where credit is due. Like he went and with his own money, he put his money where his mouth is.
Well, he had to because no one else would fund it because it sounds like it's a fucking like.
Are you going to see it in theaters?
I guess so, just to like be a part of the fucking like to go and support you. You know?
Go and support Hollywood cinema.
I'll go drink 12 beers and watch this movie just to support you and you know.
Thank you.
Delve into your interests.
This is like the perfect, like there's no way I could convince. I mean, I could definitely convince a film bro homie to go, but this is one that I 1000% will just see like a matinee by myself. Like not going to try to drag the wife, not going to try to, click up with a homie or two. Like this is one that like just bang it out solo. I think it's like 2 hours, 18 minutes.
This is film Chad Super Bowl.
Is it?
Yeah. Come on. Oh, bro, Adam Driver. Oh, Coppola self-financed it, bro.
I was more stoked for Romulus, dude. This because I just think that there's a high likelihood that this is going to be just garbled Coke Dream nonsense, right? Which you're right, and that's why all like the trailer drama, the onset drama, only like builds into the lore, kind of like an Oasis thing, where it's like the train wreck is what people pay for.
Exactly. Absolute train wreck.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't watch Adam. I can't look at Adam Driver and take him seriously.
Really? You don't like Driver?
His face is too distracting.
Did you did you watch Ferrari?
No, I think I tried to on a plane.
It's not very good.
Yeah. I think I started and I was like, no.
Oh, film Chad Super Bowl's going to be Heat 2 when that drops in 2 years. That's the one.
But until then, it's Megaslopolis. All right, this has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters. We got to get our ass out to Flushing. Well, I got to go to Greenpoint first and upload these video files for our boys. But yeah, excited to fucking happy first day of the US Open. Happy first US Open to Lawrence.
Thanks. You and I are gonna live forever.
I can't wait for I can't wait to debut the white fit at the US Open. All right, Chef, take us out.